Monday's assault was just the latest in almost 4,000 attacks on Asian Americans nationally, almost 1,100 here in New York alone just in the past 14 months. And that has prompted new calls for tighter laws and stiffer penalties against those committing the crimes. Also, there are calls for a review of the parole system that releases dangerous criminals to the street.
Stop Asian Hate was the focus of a virtual town hall tonight organized by Congresswoman Grace Meng. Key speaker, Attorney General Letitia James, condemning the recent attacks, declaring there's no room for hate in New York or the nation.
The continued rise in attacks and violence against our Asian American community is despicable. And it really is an affront to our values and everything that we believe in.
This latest call for action comes just 3 days after a 65-year-old Asian American woman was viciously attacked in broad daylight in Midtown Manhattan. Surveillance video of the suspect led to the arrest of a 38-year-old homeless man identified as Brandon Elliott, a man with a checkered past. In 2002, he stabbed his mother to death in her Bronx apartment. A year later, he was convicted of murder and sentenced to 15 years to life. 2 years ago, he was released on lifetime parole.
The parole system in New York State does not work.
Brandon's release prompted Mayor de Blasio and others to demand a closer review of criminals released on parole.
Takes people coming out of prison, including folks who have committed violent crimes, dumps them in New York City with no plan, no housing, no job, no mental health support.
In view of the spike in attacks, the NYPD has beefed up patrols in Chinatown with its Asian hate crime task force. Police believe there's a common factor in individuals who commit such heinous crimes.
Mental illness. It plays a big component of the driving force as this anti-Asian sentiment that is going on right now.
As police were focused on attacks of Asian Americans, they were investigating a possible hate crime involving an Orthodox family in Lower Manhattan near the Staten Island Ferry. The husband and wife and their 1-year-old son, visiting from Belgium, were walking down the street when a man started swinging a knife at them. Police arrested 30-year-old Daryl Jones.
No excuse for hate. And it doesn't provide immunity to those who try to do harm. And to all of those who would wish to separate us, we're coming for you.
Enough is enough, declared Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, who is introducing a COVID-19 Hate Crime Act bill in Congress.
Would address the rise of hate crimes and violence targeted at Asian Americans by designating a specific person at DOJ who will be in charge of expediting the review and then the prosecution of COVID-19 related hate crimes.
Now, I should point out that the suspect being held in last night's attack on the Jewish family in Lower Manhattan, he was released from prison just this past February. As for the suspect in Monday's assault, he is being held due back in court. He's held on several charges, including a hate crime. And so many people have really turned out for the woman who was attacked. She is out of the hospital suffering from a broken pelvis. They're so supportive. They have contributed to her GoMe fund, as of this afternoon, raising some $75,000. I'm Marvin Scott, Pix 11 News.